What's going on, traders? Stockafella. I'm gonna do a quick video today. I just tried to do a video. I guess it was too long. Gotta find a new edit software for recording. You guys, anybody has any good software they want to recommend, leave it in the comments. But I want to talk about Opendoor, you guys. And yes, I am still in Opendoor, you guys. I did get out. I took some profits, but I did get back in around the $7 area, you guys. And I want to talk about, because I got a few questions on Twitter why people telling me like you think it's still going to 82. If the company does what they said they're going to do, this thing will go like in my opinion way past 82. So if they capture, their goal is to capture 10% of the housing market, which is crazy. Which if they do that in the next, let's say, couple years, this thing's gonna fly past $82. So we have a new CEO. His name is Kaz. He came from Shopify. If you guys don't know, and he was the second man. I think he's the COO of. He was the COO of Shopify, and his pay package is what brought a lot of investors on because he doesn't get paid until the stock hits certain criteria. So the stock got to hit $33, $52, and so on, and so for him to get paid. So he's getting paid like our he's aligned with the shareholders, you guys. He has the same intentions as us. We want to see the stock go up. Not like the ex-CEO Carey, she was dumping shares at 56 cents. So the goal with this, you guys, and let's look at the price action for a second. The price action, this is what I wanted to talk about, is even though it had a pullback, a 3-day whatever pullback, it still held the trend line. It still held the trend line. If you could look at the bigger trend, I put it in white if you guys could see it. We got one touch, two touches, three touches, almost four, and then five, six. And right now I have my little downward little ascending triangle. Wanted to see a squeeze on that. Almost did, but we have an indecisive candle. But still above the trend line. Right now I see a lot of resistance, you guys, around the 950s area. I don't see that much resistance around 10, more around 11. So if we could get past 950 next week, I see a squeeze. Maybe we could get a gap up. Maybe some good news next week. But hopefully, if I see this thing going to past 950, we could get an easy squeeze to 10. And then the thing is, 11 has to break where I see some like a bunch of supply at. We tried a couple times. If you guys see back here, 1097 was the high. 10 like 94, around 11 bucks, you guys. And that double top is always like most of the time. Usually, it's gonna come back down if it doesn't break out. So we did come back down for a few days, but it did hold the trend line, you guys. So what do we say? The trend is your friend till the end, right? So what I like about it is when it did hold the trend line, when it did, it wasn't that much volume that held it. You know, like right now, if we could get these shorts, if we could get above 950 and some shorts start covering and above 10, especially past 11, you're gonna see a nice squeeze, you guys. If these shorts, I don't know if I mentioned, but this is a high, like 25, 26% shorted float right now. So right now, if we could get a little squeeze past 11, I see this thing. Next resistance, I see right here, this yellow line, you guys, around the $14 area, maybe 15 area, 14 to 15. If you come back here, you guys could see this once, twice, three times, four times. Like this was a struggle back then in September of 21, you guys. So if we could get past that, especially with the rate cuts, if we could get past that, I see us having a little hard time, but hopefully, like this thing becoming new support, and then we could take off from there. Next resistance would be around $25. I don't see that much resistance. Right there, maybe a few bag holders, but I do see some resistance around 27. That's why my target hopefully will be on this first target. Will be around $27.84. Hopefully around that area. And if we can crack above this resistance at 30 bucks, my final target would be around 31, 32. That's for like the core swing trade. But if I see this thing like with good news and keep going and something they did, let's say they captured 5% or whatever percent of the market, right? If I see that, I might do a re-enter, or I let the last piece just like go and trail it back up. So that's my plan, you guys. Do your own due diligence. I don't want this video to be too long, or they will cut me off. I'm gonna go find a new like recording software. But yeah, you guys, smash that like. Any questions, leave it in the comments. Hit that subscribe. And And I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget, plan the trade, trade the plan. Peace out.